Hey traders, John Howell here. Let's have a look at what's going on with these markets right now. A bit of a market, this is actually a short-term technical analysis update on the markets. We're going to be looking at all markets, be looking at gold, silver, the mining sector. A bit of a short-term technical analysis update on what's happening across these markets here. I'll be looking at probably some stocks. I'm just going to look at a whole bunch of different range of markets, guys, today. Probably look at Bitcoin as well too, and just some short-term technical analysis, some important patterns, some levels, and things we should be focusing on moving forward. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders. So make sure you grab free membership access to that trading course there right now. Okay, if you are looking for a really good trading system, I'm giving my trading system away for free. Again, in that trading course, the very first video you actually get is actually I actually have a video there walk you through every single step for free. My number one trading system that I look for that gets a really high win-loss ratio, and it's very, very, very powerful as well too. So if you're looking for a good trading system and a whole bunch of good trading education for free, that link in the description, get free membership access. So let's have a look at now with the good old indices. So the video that I did yesterday, I talked about how this is really weird, okay? We're going through sector rotation, okay? Sector rotation. So, and if we have a look at, let's go look at the good old FinViz, okay? With the good old FinViz, and we can see how, let's just go and have a look at which one is it again? Which one is it again? It's, let's actually go to Screener. All right, no, not Screener. Which one is it again, guys? Help me. You're probably saying, John, you don't know? You don't know? No, I don't know. So I'm just looking for, let's have a look at this here. So I'm just looking, actually, you know what? Let's just do this here. So let's go the last sort of 6 months performance, and we'll see how this whole 6 month performance has been very dominated across these markets here. Now, the big thing to understand, right, about these markets and what I'm talking about here is we know everything goes in cycles, right? So what has done really well as of late is probably not going to continue to do really well as of late, right? So just understanding the cycles of things. So if you're looking to invest in markets and so on and so forth, it's always best to look to invest if you are investing in the markets, right? You look to invest in different sort of sectors or different sort of companies that are good, but they've been beaten down a lot, and you're going to hold them for 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 years and so on and so forth, right? So I personally believe, guys, one of the best sectors to be in when it comes to long-term investing is the metals and mining sector. Long-term investing meaning from now through the end of the decade, right? That's what I mean. If you're looking to jump on that sort of next big wave of that, that's what I do believe. But I do believe the bulk of that wave is going to come after the election. So 25, 26 onwards, we're going to see a massive reflation again, and we're going to start to see things start to move back up again as well too, right? So again, when we're starting to look at that, that's the big picture there, okay? This is all the big picture here. So we can see, look at it here, Meta up 146%. The Amazon up 51%. Tesla 82%, right? So the big thing you want to understand, like, look at this here, right? Microsoft, look at this here, Meta. The big thing now, what can we learn from this here, right? Meta was what? Meta was a stock. Can I click on that? Will it let me click on it? Let me go to chart. Let me bring up Meta, right? No, it won't bring it up. But we know Meta, right? Facebook was one of those. There we go. Okay, so was one of those companies, right, that absolutely just got crushed in the markets there. So I know I said I was going to talk about short-term technical analysis, but I want to give you a big picture view of that. I wouldn't want to be chasing these AI stocks, right? Because what we want to do is we want to start to look at these other stocks that haven't done really well. So, you know, if we're looking at probably the worst stock out there, or the worst stocks, has been what? This one right here. Charles Schwab. Let's go long. Right. It's down 33%. Charles Schwab. We have this one here, PFE, Pfizer, right? Down, what's that there? Down 25%. We have OGN down 25%. So Again, I think the healthcare sector is going to be a huge sector in our life, right? So I think that's going to be a long-term sector there. But we can see what's going on there. The purpose of me saying all this, guys, is this, right? There's a sector rotation happening right now. So we're seeing on the Dow Jones, from a short-term technical analysis perspective, is that we're seeing that the Dow Jones hasn't had a big move yet, but we may be getting ready for a really good move to come, right? But it hasn't made a big move yet. And so therefore, if we look at the Nasdaq's actually had a really big move, okay? So again, if we look at this is the Nasdaq here, okay? And the Nasdaq's had a big move up, as you can see, and we've had a little bit of a close down. So I believe the Nasdaq is going to continue to start to see a move to the downside. If I bring on my moving average once again, right, we can see, let me bring it up for the last couple of years, right? We can see how that we are at the top of this channel once again. So once we get into the bottom of this channel, we're probably going to see a really big pullback. And I believe that's going to continue on this week when it comes to the Nasdaq. Now, as we can see, right, one is not like the other, okay? One is not like the other, and we need to be clear of this, is that right now we can never just say the stock market's bullish. What does that even mean, right? Those days have gone, right? Those days didn't even really exist when you think about it, right? Because the stock market, that means every single stock in the stock market is bullish. No, it's not, right? Some stocks right now are making 52-week lows, and some stocks right now are making 52-week highs. Oh, right? So if things look at things like Monster, McDonald's, these sort of companies are just raving to the upside, right? Even some of the tech stocks, right? So we can see what's going on there, but there's a sector rotation happening right now where, once again, on the Nasdaq chart there, I honestly do believe that we are likely to see a big overall pullback from there to there at the bottom of the channel. And then we're probably going to see a big move to the upside. But the purpose of this, guys, as you can see on the short-term technical analysis, is the Nasdaq chart. The Nasdaq chart is indeed what? At the top of this Chanel, right? This Chanel right there, right? Look what's happening, bounce here. Now, once we actually get back into the channel, right? Once we actually get back into this channel, then guess what? We have a real big probability of now getting down towards these lows through here and seeing a really big pullback. And that's just, if we go through cycles, right? We go through cycles, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, right? For you guys that have been around for a while, right? If you've got more than a 4 in front of your name, especially if you've got more than a 5 in front of your name, meaning you're 50 plus years of age, right? Or you've done what I've done and studied history. We just know when you step back and look at the big picture, you're like, oh, this is what things do, right? We go through a mining boom, then we go through a mining bust, then we go through another mining boom, we go through another. It's actually not that complicated, is it, when you think about it? The reason why I'm mentioning mining is because, have we had a mining boom in the last 10 years? Oh, we haven't. Oh, I wonder what's coming for the next 10 years. It's actually pretty simple, isn't it? But the people are just like, John, I bought the mining sector yesterday that didn't do anything today. You're full of crap, right? So we can actually see this pullback through here. Now, guys, please leave a comment in the section below and let me know what you think about the tech sector. Do you think the tech sector has still a lot more to go? I'm seeing a lot of comments about bullishness still in the markets here when it comes to the AI companies, right? But I'm seeing the AI companies starting to roll over. A lot of the AI companies, we've got Microsoft, Nvidia, even Meta, right? We're starting to get to that point now where we may be getting to a tipping point where we're getting towards that 100% level. What I mean by that is this, is when the market goes up from there to there, we have this one here. This is a 0, right? This is the this point here is a 0, which is the start of the move. And 100% is at the top of a move before we see pullbacks and then we continue going again, right? I believe right now the tech sector is at that 90% plus. So therefore, we may have a little bit more upside, but if we get that, we're probably going to get that. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there on the good old Nasdaq chart. But if we go look at things like the Dow Jones is doing what? Something very different right now. The first thing the Nasdaq has done, Dow Jones, right? So the first thing the Dow Jones has done is what? It's actually broken out of this long-term triangle pattern, hasn't it? And it's broken a higher high. This is actually a warning sign, guys, that we could be seeing a massive rotation happening in the markets right now. Because we actually had this, look at this here, right, not that one, right here. There we go. There she is, right there, okay? So we have this high point through here, okay? We have this high point through here, and then the market comes down, makes a higher low, rallies up, makes a higher high. This could be some form of a higher low here soon, right? Somewhere around about there, right? Somewhere around about there, right? We could have a bit more downside to come out of this, but there's probably going to be a sector rotation happening for this here. And so we get this higher high. If this is a higher low on the Dow Jones, and that's the if scenarios, right? And if that happens and we start to what? We start to break above 34,500. If indeed we start to get something like this, guess what? We're probably going to race to new highs out of the Dow Jones. And that's what it's setting up, especially now breaking above all this significant resistance through here, as you can see, right? So we've got a whole bunch of areas of resistance where it is right now. So I could even take that off the screen, right? And make this line even more thicker, right? We could go through here somewhere and we can see how we've had, possibly that level through there. And even if we had a little bit more area, probably that level through there, right? So we can see this whole sort of bandwidth through here is indeed what? A area of resistance, and now we've actually rejected. But within that area of resistance, what's happening right now? Few things. Firstly, squeezing up into a triangle pattern, which, by the way, right, can be actually bearish. Now I'm going to get people say, so John, is it going to go up or is it going to go down? No one really knows, right? But if we do get a break above here, if we do get that, we're probably likely to race the new highs. But if what I'm seeing right now is not going to happen and we actually get a break below here, guess what's going to happen? Like something like that, right? So we'll probably get something like that coming out of it. So it depends on what actually happens here over the next couple of weeks when it comes to the good old Dow Jones from there. So let's go have a good look at the mining sector, right? The mining sector. So looking at the mining sector, guys, a little bit of a bounce of the mining sector here. Not really that much. If I go look at that weekly chart here, guys, which is a very, very important chart, right? The mining sector still is making these higher lows. So even though we get, and this is a big thing, right? Even though we've been getting these pullbacks through here, so this is these pullback through there and a pullback through here. Even though we get these pullbacks, guess what's the most important part? Higher low, higher low. So if I go to this point through here, as you can see, right, look at this here. So as we end up getting this point through here, what was that? That was just a big higher low. This actually could be, guess what? This whole thing here could be, we don't know yet, could be just what? Another significant higher low, and away we go. What we want to see out of the mining sector is a pause here now and a rally back to the upside above sort of the GDX anyway, $32, okay? $32 is our key point. We get that, we're probably going to start to see a really, really, really big move, or should I say a move up to probably the channel here, right? Probably up towards the channel here if we do get that, because that's going to be another higher low, and away we go from there. Looking at the GDXJ, and again, we're looking at the same similar sort of thing as well too, when we're looking at, these sort of companies and stocks and so on and so forth, right? If we have a look at that through there, we've got that point through there. It's actually just slightly below that trend line. So we have to wait, again, Travis, we have to wait and see what happens through here. But this could just be another higher low in the markets before we get going again. The key important levels that I'm looking for here to say, okay, then what is this all about? Okay, so there's a first level that I'm looking at is probably something through there. I would say no, not that one there. Again, the significant level is that level through there for me, okay? This is that major low point, up, down. So we have to, if the GDXJ starts to do something like this and we break above here, right, then we probably are likely to, that's going to be then probably, this is going to be that pullback through here. The weekly chart's going to kick in, and that's going to probably send this back to the upside from there. Now, let's go back to the weekly chart here for a minute, and let's squeeze this up. I still do see, all right, big long-term picture now, all right, I still do see an all-time new high coming out of the GDXJ. I think we've got some incredible moves coming out of this market through here, and I really do see that we're probably likely to make some really big moves out of this level through here. So some of the biggest moves in the markets that's going to come over the next 5 or so years is going to be metals and miners. Now, talking about the metals and miners, let's go have a look at silver. right? Let's go have a good look at silver, right? Look at what happened here, right? We had an up, down, little short-term pullback. I think that this is just a short-term pullback. If we go to the weekly chart, look what we got here. What do we have? We have this low point, okay? We have another low point, and then guess what? This could be just another what? Higher low. So this is where not the forest from the tree type of perspective, right? Low, high, low, high, low. Now, again, we must understand like what is the key point for this. So there's two sort of key points there's a few key points that I'm looking at here on silver just to give me a bit of guide and gauge of what's going on here. The first one is that low point, right? Is that significant low point? Do we do we start to get a rally back out of this here, like strong rally through there? That'll be the first sign that the buyers are coming back in. A first sign that this is now just a pullback before we see a big move up. Okay, it's the first sign. The next level for me would be we really want to see a breaking above there. If we can get that, if we can see silver start to make a big move back up towards that level through there, that's what you want to see to stay that, okay, this is now a significant higher low in the markets, okay? And so we can see we have this low point through here, right? This low point through here, or through there. We have this low point through here, as you can see, all through there, right? Low, and then a higher low, and then we can see through there, and then we have this bit of a sideways period and a bit of a drop. So that's what I'm looking through there with silver. Again, we're getting that through there. If indeed we do start to get breaking above there, and then we've probably got, if I'm going to look at a trend line, it'll probably be somewhere through there, right? On a short-term TA basis. We can see that that's what's going on through there. Again, if we start to see a rally back up and we get back above $24 and we start to see a 25 print, then we're probably likely to start to see this silver start to make a really big move to the upside. On to gold right now, and we can see, look what's happening with gold right now. Oh, low, higher low, and now what? Another higher low, right? We could be getting a higher low. Now gold, guys, gold to me is the what am I trying to say, guys? The persistent resistance. Actually, guys, how do you actually even say that? Put it in the comments section. One, what am I actually trying to say? And two, how do you even spell that? The persistent resistance. You know, it's like what? Where is that even from? Okay, that's what's coming to my mind right now, guys. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but that's the persistent resistance. So it's like maybe, again, I'm sure one of you guys that are watching this video right now knows where that's from, what I'm actually trying to say, and how do you even spell it. So there you go, guys. Bit of a quiz for you guys in the chat box below. But look what's happening here, guys, right? Low, higher low, higher low. Gold is one of those companies, guys. Look at it here. Gold is just slowly going down. We're not getting any even strong sellers on the downside. This is huge. Huge, as Donald Trump would say, it's huge, right? Why is this huge? Because one, we're getting these strong, right? Good, strong upward movement from there to there, right? Look at that, right? So good, strong upward movement. We're getting this nice, good support and resistance level through here. If gold does start to get back above 1900, and especially if we start to see a 2000 print again from coming on this one here, this is going to be, this here is like, what if we get something like this here, right? We get something like that there breaking out. That's probably going to be a final low, like this low here, and then away we go, right? Because then it's going to be what? Up, down, up, down. You with me so far? And then guess what? And up we go from there, right? So that's what I'm looking at from there to there from that perspective. We go to the 1 year chart, right? So we're seeing that level through there. And now the big picture though, the real big picture is what? What is happening through gold on the real big picture? Let's actually squeeze our charts up and take everything off the screen. What is happening here with gold? Look at this through here, right? What is happening through here? Big squeezing up pattern, big what? Low, higher low. If we start to do something like that, guys, I'm telling you right now, there's going to be absolute fireworks in gold. And there could be some, well, there's going to be, I believe there's going to be fireworks and gold. Once we start to get something like that with gold, guys, I'm telling you right now, gold can make an extraordinary quality move. I have a target up there at 2,500. So that level from there to there is what? We're talking like a 30% move. Once it actually breaks the high from there to there, we're talking like a 20% move. That could happen really, really, really quickly in the markets there. So that's what I'm focusing there when it comes to the good old gold market. Alrighty, traders, so let's go have a good look at the good old Bitcoin, right? The good old Bitcoin. Let's have a look through here, guys. Good look through the good old Bitcoin. Where are you, Bitcoin? All right, cool. Actually, guys, leave a comment below. What is your favorite crypto that you like? Yeah, so favorite crypto. Anyway, let's have a good look at Bitcoin. Now, the good thing that I'm talking about Bitcoin, remember I said before, right? If I go, actually, let me go back to here. All right, let me go back to here for a minute. Remember I said before, remember I've been mentioning about the mining sector. I've been mentioning about even gold. I've been mentioning how when the weekly charts, right? This is pretty powerful. Is what? Is when we're looking at the actual chart itself and we start to see what? Remember this is the weekly chart here on gold, right? And look what happens, right? Well, it's pretty powerful when we get these lows, higher lows, and we get what? A very slow pullback, strong up, slow pullback. We could be getting what? Something like that. Now the reason, look at this here. Now check this out. This is gonna blow your mind away, okay? Now, do you want to see the future with gold? Check this out, okay? I'm like a kid in a candy store, guys. Guys, I've been trading the markets now, as I'm bringing up the good old Bitcoin. I've been trading the markets now for 19 years. Next year will be 20 years for me. And I still get a little bit giddy about these markets because guess what? You want to see the future of gold? Well, I'm about to show you something that could represent gold moving forward if certain things happen, right? So I'm looking at the markets right now here. I've got a 52 moving average on here. We don't need that. I've got a 24 moving average on here. We don't need that, right? We just need what? The charts. Now, check this out. Check this out. Now, again, I'm going to reiterate, okay? I'm going to reiterate. If we have a look at gold right now, let's have a look at gold, okay? Gold is doing what? It's gone up. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the daily charts here so I can show you a bit more than this, right? What has gold done? Gold has gone up, down, up, slow down. We could be getting something like that. So what happens if gold does something like this, right? What if we get something like this at a gold? Bam, like strong bar. Bam, like that. What if gold does that? Interesting. Well, I can predict the future. After that, I can predict the future. You know that, right? I got the crystal ball. I got the crystal ball. Okay, cool. So now what can we see? We can see that by looking at Bitcoin, what was Bitcoin doing? Now we're starting to talk, right? What was Bitcoin doing? We had what? We had a low. We had another higher low. But look at this here. Up. Small pullback, bam, out of nowhere, right? Ooh, right? So, doesn't mean Bitcoin's going to keep doing something like that, right? But this was the weekly chart, it created a high low. Then we go to our daily charts, look at that through there. Now we're talking, right? Now we're getting somewhere. Slow pullback on the weekly charts. Bam, big strong candle breaking out of what? Breaking out of this downward leg through here. Big, strong breakout candle. Breaking out of this down leg through here. Did I just say the same thing twice? Anyway, big, strong downward candle. And we get we get this big breakout candle. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? And then look what's happened with Bitcoin ever since. Big move up. And we're probably likely to continue seeing a big move up as well too. We break this level through here. Let's go actually look at the good old Bitcoin right now on the weekly charts, and we can see that yes, we are indeed at a level of resistance right now, but if we continue to break that level of resistance, then we are probably likely to see somewhere through around about there, I would say, right? So let's actually squeeze our good old Bitcoin chart up for a minute, right? Yeah, so somewhere probably around about that level there, maybe 40,000. Looks like this. Looks like a round number there, right? Let's talk round numbers. There we go. Make it much easier for us, right? So indeed that we can see a round number, 30,000. Around that 30,000 is what? Indeed a support level. support, resistance, so on and so forth. So if we continue breaking up through here, but look at that, just woof, here we go, right? Again, guys, what is this here? What is this here, right? This here is exactly what's happening right now on the crypto market, on sometimes silver, gold, sometimes the mining sector, right? We're getting what? A very slow pullback, and we could be getting ready for a big move up. So Bitcoin, I believe, is probably got more legs to the upside. We may even get down to we may even get up to the 40,000 level when it comes to the good old Bitcoin. Now, when it comes to the last but least, I know there's one person who's interested in this, in the TMF, and the TMF or the TLT positions right now. I am actually long the TLT and the TMF, right? I'm long these markets because I do know that eventually that these long-term rates are going to start to come down. I don't know when though. Okay, so I want to touch on this here. This is more like a from now through the end of next year. All right, so I have, especially you, Tyler, my man. If you're still watching this, right, you gotta calm down, relax, stop getting your knickers in a knot, right? You are over leveraged, or you're over too much into one sector right now, right? You've put so much money in the TMF that you're worried about it every single day. It's not like that. Guess what? TMF can actually have a move back down to $5, even $4 before it starts to make that big leg up to the upsides, before we start to get back up to possibly, maybe the $30 level, or even on a bare minimum basis, that $22 level, right? $22.50 level, right? So that's where TMF could actually start to get to. Okay, or that's where we could see things happening from there. So when it comes to this, right, when it comes to all of this here, it's so important to understand what you're actually getting involved with. Okay, you're getting in this from a cycle perspective, but this actually may not kick in until next year, right? So Mr. Tyler and anyone that's actually long this one here, or even the TLT market, right? The TLT market from here, right? If anyone's long these sort of sectors through here, then you must understand what is going on with this here and what's actually happening, because again, we could get another leg down happening from here, from this one here, and again, even down through to through the TMF position. Okay, so back to TLT as well too. We could get another leg down happening from here, from the TLT and TMF, but there's going to come a point in time that I believe the interest rate's going to start to come back down again, right? And when that happens, we're going to start to see this thing move up. So if you are in this sort of position through here, which I am, one, it's not my entire portfolio, it's a small portion of my portfolio. And also, secondly, it's going to take time. This is not just a one-day thing. This actually, right now, this could be setting up to actually having a leg down. Because look, we're actually getting like potentially a bit of a bear flag through here. So we could be getting ready for another leg down in the actual TLT and the TMF position. But this is more like a longer-term position. Okay, this is more like probably by the end of next year, probably by the elections next year, we're going to see rates been coming down, and this is going to start to see TLT coming up. The timing of it, I have no idea, but I'm just very, very certain that as we start to go into the recession period, which is next year, we're going to start to see this thing start to change. Hey traders, I want to give you free access to my Mastering the Markets trading course. If you go to johnsfreegift.com, here's what you're going to learn in there. You're going to learn the #1 chart reading and trading technique that's been working since the 1950s. You're going to learn the trading boundaries technique that shows you the best and worst time to place a trade. You're going to learn also about price and time phases, so you can understand what's going on right now and also what's to come as well too. My #1 powerful short-term income trading system that gets a 90% success rate, the most powerful trading techniques on the planet, the biggest trading mistakes that's stopping you from making an income. You're going to learn all about the super trader formula, plus the 3 secrets to making a full-time income from trading. So this is what I want you to do right now. Go to johnsfreegift.com. Go there right now. Get free access to this trading course. Go get the help. It's 100% free. Go there right now. Go to johnsfreegift.com right now.